So I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I'm not one to believe in things like that. I always say there's always a logical explanation for everything. But lately, everything's been going to shit, bro. Like, this whole 2025, the first month has just been crazy. So when the fires started, right? It was a bunch of fires all over LA, obviously. And then usually immediately, like, it takes a couple of days. They know what started all the fires, everything, right? But then as soon as this whole, like, fire thing started, right? Somebody was telling me, you know what's crazy? Apparently a lot of people started finding out that they started canceling, the fire insurance months ahead. In 2024, they started canceling everybody's fire insurance. And that's kind of suspicious. And then this whole thing, like, all you see right now in the news, or what you saw when it was the beginning of the fires, right, was the fire in LA fires. And then that's when, boom, out of nowhere, Border Patrol started swooping in. They took down Kern County, right? They were in Kern County, Bakersfield. A lot of people don't know this, but when I used to work in the fields, I would always go there every single year to work in the grape season. I've done the watermelon season over there. I've worked in the field with all my Mexicans out there. And it was weird because now you don't really see a lot of coverage of that. Only people that were covering about the Mexicans, with the Border Patrol were actual Mexican content, creators. People who are, Hispanics, Latinos, Mexican people. Everybody was the only ones that were covering anything about the Border Patrol being there. And then somebody was telling me, like, what about if they did the fires in order to distract everybody from this and that? And I was like, damn, that's a good point. And then also, it's kind of suspicious that insurances started canceling all of their coverage for fires. So that's kind of suspicious, bro. Like, they're trying to take down buildings. And I heard supposedly somebody, who else was telling me? I don't remember who was telling me, but somebody was telling me that supposedly there's some plans out there that I guess they're going to build something else. So they wanted to get rid of all these buildings and all these homes and all these things, right? And I'm just like, that's kind of like, that's too much of a coincidence, no? And I'm not one to believe in all these freaking things like that, right? Just like, no, that's kind of sus. And then all of a sudden too, right? They're like, oh, we're officially banning TikTok, right? They were like, we're going to ban TikTok. And then I was talking to somebody about this. We're like, that's kind of suspicious. They're like, we're going to ban TikTok. And then out of nowhere, President Trump sweeps in and saves TikTok. Now everybody's going to love, President Trump, right? I don't have nothing against nobody. To each their own. Everybody can vote for whoever they want. I'm not going to get political about this. I'm just saying. That's kind of suspicious because now President Trump looks like a hero. Starting his second term, looks like a hero to everybody who uses TikTok. Everybody's going to be praising him like, oh, thank you, President Trump. You brought TikTok back, this and that. You saved TikTok. And I'm just like, that's crazy. And then I heard today, I was sweeping through TikTok, right? I was like, apparently somebody was saying that Trump dropped a coin, right? So it was during the blackout of TikTok, right? I was like, what? I never even heard about this, but because TikTok was down, nobody else heard about it unless you're somebody that religiously follows President Trump, right? You didn't hear that supposedly he dropped a coin. So when it first dropped, it was like, I heard it was like 17 cents. I don't really know the details, but this is what I heard. Like 17 cents a coin or whatever. And then starting today, when everybody woke up and everything, it skyrocketed. It is probably the number one coin out there right now. And I'm just like, that's crazy. So only those who truly follow Trump and are like religiously behind him knew about this coin that was coming out. And now it's worth probably more than any other coin out here. So those people made hella money. And I'm just like, this is, I don't know, it's too convenient. Like, all of these things that are happening right now, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like this was all planned, but that's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's kind of coincidence, no? All of these things happening, and then it all just makes President Trump look like he's saving everybody and doing all these things, like, and everything happened right before, he started his second term. But I don't know. I think that's kind of suspicious. What do you guys think?